Bayleaf Cookery School. This is Charlotte, I'm Eliza, and today we're going to be making Bakewell Tarts.
We are indeed making Bakewell Tarts. Well, they're little tartlets like this that go in a little tray, not one big one, but there's no reason why you couldn't just make one big one actually, following the same steps, except for changing the first one. I'll show you what that is. I'm going to run through the ingredients really quickly. We've got some ready rolled pastry. We've made our own pastry. You can buy the stuff that's ready rolled. That's brilliant. It's really, really easy to use. But if you want to make your own pastry, we have got another video if you want to watch that. I'll put a link to that when I'm doing my crazy editing. You need some pastry, you need butter. Oh, the oven is hot. You need butter at room temperature. It's really, really warm today, so our butter is almost liquid, so we're going to have to crack on quite quickly. Caster sugar. If you don't have caster sugar, you could use granulated, that's also fine. Ground almonds. What else we need? A bit of egg. I'm going to whip up an egg, mix all that in and make this really nice frangipane mixture that we're going to put in our little pastry tartlets. To make them super delicious, we're going to shove some blackberries in. We're using frozen blackberries because we happen to have some in the freezer. It's really nice if you make these in the autumn and pick fresh blackberries. That's just delicious way of using them up. But you could use cherries, blueberries, apricot's really nice, isn't it? You've used apricot before.
It's closely related to almond.
They're from the same family. So the apricot and almond are really, really nice combination together. And then just a few flaked almonds on the top, which just make it look really pretty. So first of all, you're going to grease this tin. We've got some melted butter and a brush, and Lizzie is just going to paint around the inside of those the cases, not the cases, what's it called? The muffin tin, to stop the pastry sticking, so that hopefully our little tartlets will come out nicely. This is a muffin tin, it's really deep. If you've got a more shallow one, that's absolutely fine as well. You'll just have smaller, less deep tartlets. But that's it. So yeah, we're going to crack on with the pastry bit next. That's the first job. So our muffin tin is now greased. I'm going to move this out of the way. We've already rolled out our pastry, and Eliza is going to cut out 4, 8, 12 muffin, tartlet. Oh my gosh, what are they called? Circles of pastry. We measured this. It's actually, what did I say it was? 9 centimetres. It's a 9 centimetre cookie cutter. If you're using a shallower muffin tin, you'll probably need a slightly smaller cookie cutter, but this one is fine for our purposes. So,
That's pretty.
It is pretty. You're going to use the fluted side or the flat side?
Fluted.
Okie dokie. So here's some pastry. There you go. So cut it out. Try not to get all
How
these.
many am I trying to do?
Well, to get as many out as you can.
Okay.
So to
Start
do
from the
that,
edge.
okay. Just give it a slight twist. That's it. And then you give them to me, and I'll put them in the thing. So I'm just going to gently press them into the muffin tray. If you put the cutter right as close to that one as possible, then you get less wastage.
Okay.
Right, so our muffin tray is lined with our lovely pastry cases, and Lizzie is now going to make the filling. So she's going to get that soft butter, 100 grams of unsalted butter. To be honest, well, you might want to use that spoon to do it actually, because it's really sticky. You can use salted butter. I don't know why people are so precious about it, but unsalted butter, and then we're going to put 100 grams of caster sugar.
That's enough, isn't
That's perfect. Then chuck the sugar in.
it?
Yeah. Do you want to mix that together?
It won't need much beating because it's really soft butter.
Okay. So give that a really good stir, 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 stir. And this is why I suggest you get the butter to room temperature, because otherwise it's a nightmare trying to cream together butter and sugar from the fridge.
A wise man once told me
Mm.
to use the back of the spoon and press your finger down on this bit.
Who was that wise man, Lizzie?
My father.
He's so wise.
The pastry man.
Andrew the pastry king. Right, that looks good, that's good. Right, no, you can keep mixing, I'm just saying, it's good. Right, now I think we will add the egg. So we need to crack the egg, just one egg.
Should I do it, or do you want
Oh no, you do it, so you can stop, so you can just do all the work. I'll just do the clearing up. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Give it a little, nicely done, give it a little beat. And then when you've broken up all that yellow, the yolk and the white. That'll do. It doesn't need to be whipped, it just needs to be broken up. Chuck that in there. It's actually quite difficult to get egg and butter and sugar to combine for a few minutes, so you will find that it looks a little bit like scrambled egg.
Yeah.
For a
Because
bit.
the egg has to curdle?
No, we don't want the egg to curdle. That's bad.
Oh.
No, it's fine. It does look a bit curdly, but it's the two textures together don't want to really mix particularly. So keep going. And it really doesn't matter if it looks a bit peculiar at this stage, because when you put the ground almonds in, that will get it to all come together.
Well, it does look strange.
That's it. God, it's so warm in here. That is sort of melting together, isn't it? Get all these bits from round the side. That's it. And if you want to squish the bit off the spoon, either use your finger or use this handy fork to scrape it back into the bowl. I think you're probably ready to put the almonds in. Do you want to chuck those in? That honestly, it all come off when you start mixing it.
Okay. All of it?
Yeah. That's 100 grams of ground almonds.
Well, this is the best bit.
Just get rid of your bowl because I am all about the tidy area. That should be quite easy to mix in. And then when all that almond has disappeared,
I love this.
I know you do.
It's really hard not to eat it.
Yeah, it just tastes like marzipan, doesn't it?
Well, yeah.
Right, I think that'll do. So now we need to put that in here. Right, so our frangipan mixture is all ready. This is what it looks like. It's quite a thick batter. Delia would call that soft dropping consistency. And we're going to put that in there. So as you can see, we've got 12. We want to try and make that go evenly through all 12 because I don't want one that's massive and one that's got no filling. So I'm just going to I'm going to just demonstrate first. I'm going to get about that much. These are sort of dessert spoons. I've got a dessert spoony amount and I'm going to slide it in to the other one. I'm going to try not, I don't want to get it on my pan because if you get loads here, it does burn and then it really smells. So that's probably about enough because we can always add. So you can do that. You can fill that. I'll just stand here and watch. Right, so we've filled our muffin tray. It's looking delicious. Yum, yum, yum. Oh, can you grab those blackberries? So now we just need to do two more things. We're going to put some blackberries in there and then sprinkle almonds on the top. Now, the reason I don't know how many to put in is because they're all different sizes. So it's up to you. You can either put one massive one in, or if they're a bit small, put 2 or 3 in. Okay, so just use your judgment. Stick a bit of fruit in. I'm having that one.
I want the ratio to be good.
Maybe 2 little ones there.
This big one in there.
I kind of, what about that one?
You can have this one.
Yeah, fine. Lovely. So that looks good. And then we'll sprinkle these things. They might fall off a little bit, but I wouldn't worry too much. So just go like that. That's what you're doing. There you go. They do look pretty, don't they? Oh, that's the dishwasher, just in case you can hear gurgling in the background. It's not me.
And we're not hiding.
No. Yeah, nice. I think that looks really good. I think this one could do with a couple more on top. There we go. Right, so they're ready to go in the oven. The oven is preheated to 200 degrees, 180 degrees fan, or gas mark 6. We're going to cook them for about 20 minutes. The frangipan stuff will slightly rise up, so it'll be nice and puffy. The almonds on top will go slightly brown, and they'll be delicious. So we're going to cook them for 20 minutes, let them cool in the tin for a little bit, and then take them out of the tin and put them on a wire rack for, well, however long it takes for them to cool down. Or whoever eats them first. They are delicious when they're warm and they smell so nice that I suspect the family is going to come in and eat them before we get a chance.
And also, I really like on the top of the frangipan, it's sort of harder and crunchier. And then in the middle, it's really soft.
Well, that's what we're going to see in a minute. So these are going in 20 minutes. Off we go. So we got these out of the oven. They took 22 minutes in the end because they weren't quite brown enough. So what you're looking for when you're cooking them is for a nice even golden colour over the top. These have risen slightly, gone lovely and golden. The fruit has sunk into the middle. I've dusted these with icing sugar just because I think it looks pretty, but it doesn't really do anything other than look pretty. Go on, pick one. We're going to try one. They're nice and warm just out the oven.
This looks really good.
That does look a good one. So break it
Should I use
open.
a fork?
Yeah, if you want.
It smells so good.
Yum. Go on. Yeah, I'm going in. Going in that bit. So they're kind of, you describe it. Have you finished your mouthful? You describe it to me while I shove this in.
The frangipane is nice and nutty. Nutty. And squidgy. And the pastry is delicious.
Buttery.
Buttery.
Flaky. He does make good pastry, doesn't he, Daddy? Right, well that's it. So buttery, flaky, crunchy, squidgy,
And
nutty, fruity gorgeousness. They are really nice, just warm like this out of the oven. They're really good with a bit of clotted cream. They're also really nice cold. They go a bit more solid when they're cold. You can freeze them if you bake too many and you want to put some away for another day.
Probably won't be a problem.
I don't think it will be a problem, will it? So if you like this recipe, please feel free to subscribe to our channel so that you get to see all of our the new recipes that we put out. Okay, thanks very much. Bye.